Hi, we are the Grace Knit Stitchers. This is Colleen. I'm Corinne. Today is Monday, June 22nd, and I remember that because today is my son's 20th birthday. Yesterday was Father's Day, so happy belated Father's Day to your families. We're going to get started right away with showing some things that we've been working on. I think Colleen has a finish to show. Go ahead. I'm going to grab my board.
So I've shown this a little, like it was almost finished. Now I added, I had added more stuff to the pattern. And I'm gonna give this to my brother as a birthday gift.
Today. I have been working really hard on Mulan. So there was some people in some of the groups that I belong to on Facebook, and they're looking for people who do modern cross stitch. Not exactly sure what they mean by modern, but I think more relevant to today, like the full coverage and stuff like that. So this Mulan definitely fits that bill. This is Heaven and Earth Designs. I don't have my blackboard, so I apologize. It might not be as clear as normal. I do not remember the designer's name, but it is a mini. This is a HAED mini, Heaven and Earth. And I started this January 1st. My goal is to get this done by the end of the year, not at 50%, but this is why I'm so excited to show you. I got my first page finish. So this is actually my first page finish on any HAED, because we both have supersized HAEDs. I started a HAED mini bookshelf that I'm not even sure if I'm continuing. And then for Mania, I started a few HAEDs. So anyway, we have some, I think what this person meant by not old fashioned with like the Quaker stuff. So I said, yeah, watch my channel. And then I started a Quaker. But I wrote this down so I didn't forget. So I was watching the reason I got into Flosstube is Christine from Stitch All the Things. I loved watching her. Again, her style, not exactly mine, but I loved watching what she was doing, and she was getting a lot of finishes. Come back to that in just a minute. But anyway, she was working on cardinal points, and such a beautiful piece, even though it's not, I was like, that's not my style. It's not something that I'd want to do. And they keep mentioning all of these designers that we've never done before, like Long Dog, and found out I totally love Long Dog. That was just so much fun. And I think that's what caught me with this Summer Quakers. This is a stitch along I'm doing, and I waited till Saturday to start with everybody else. But I'm really enjoying it. And I think the draw for this is not really the old-fashioned look. I love that I get to use this truffle Picture Me Plus fabric. But it has to do with the motifs and being able to work on one little section at a time. So I'm going to show you what I have done so far. I did this all on Saturday because everything I did Sunday I had to take out. I was off by a half stitch because I'm using linen. So anyway, I got all of this done. This is one motif. This is the beginning of another. This is the beginning of underneath because, you know, with all the modern terminology, I guess I'm a cross-country or extreme cross-country stitcher at heart. I used to do all of the same color in the entire project. When with full coverage, I can't do that. I lose count way too easy. I don't grid, so I know that would probably make that much easier. But anyway, so I went off by a half stitch with this. But it's so much fun. The colors, I loved that with this very first motif. I have the original here. It used every single color in the project. And it's using those beautiful Valdani threads. And when I saw this whole project, I was born in summer. My birthday is next week. And I just fell in love. And I was like, okay, I'm not big into Quakers, but really like this colors. Like the colors just spoke to me. So it has nothing to do with it being Quakers. It's my very first Quaker project ever. I looked at the fall or autumn and the spring and the winter. Probably won't do them. And again, you know, with Garon tote bags, they were doing a surprise bag for the stitch along. And they do still sell these separately, but who could resist? Oh, and I think my needle minder was hidden. A special needle minder designed just for this project. So, yeah, it might have been the bags that made me want to do this, but that's okay too, right? I just had to have it, right? So anyway, I'm going to go back to Long Dog. Colleen's not quite so amused. She doesn't have the same sense of humor as I have, but I saw people posting this on Facebook, so I know it's okay now. At the very bottom of the brand new Pandemic by Long Dog, if you've read about it, it was her anniversary for next year. But because of everything going in the world today, she went ahead and released it a year early. And she has this warning at the bottom, and I loved it. It says cross-stitch pandemics are rare and usually occur only once every 100 years or so when a new and highly contagious design travels around the world, crossing countries and continents as it gathers momentum. It takes 6 to 9 months for a design to become viral. This took 1 day. We actually broke their website. It was really cute. When I went onto the website, it said something about we're practicing social distancing and only allowing a few visitors at a time. The 5 pathways of transmission: word of mouth, shared needles, longdogsampler.com, stitching groups, local needle workshops, and Facebook and Instagram. Not every stitcher infected will follow the chart to the letter, so mutations both in content and color will almost certainly occur. Some beautiful, others indicative of the stitcher's mental health. Symptoms to watch out for: an overwhelming desire to stitch to the exclusion of all else. I think we have that desire all the time, don't we? Like, don't want to do something. Elevated temperature and hyperventilation. Occasionally in severe cases of panic attacks. Increased caffeine and alcohol consumption. Insomnia, particularly when considering color changes. Yeah, I kind of stay up all night sometimes. Missed meals. I'll skip dinner. She doesn't. She makes dinner. Unkempt appearance. That might happen too. A genuine fear that time is running out. Oh yeah. Compulsive posting of progress updates. I don't think that's compulsive. I belong in groups and they tell you to. So, that's not an infection or symptom. What to do if infected? Try to stay calm. Pandemic is very virulent, and once infected, nature must be left to take its own course until the project is finished and framed. Some sufferers return to full health and sanity within 3 months, while for others the infection can linger on with flares for years. A comfortable chair may ease numb buttocks, and a well-positioned lamp can do wonders for visual discomfort. Avoid the company of ravens at all costs. There are ravens in this, and actually I really liked them, along with the butterflies, by the way. Reinfection is highly unlikely, although similar, less troublesome symptoms could be triggered at any time in the future by new design releases by the same strain of designer. Keep focused, keep hydrated, and keep stitching, Jules. I thought that was hilarious. You can see she's not quite as amused as me. We have different sense of humors. Anything else that you had wanted to share today?
Well, we didn't bring it down, but the card I made for Dad.
Oh, yes. We'll show it next time if we remember. Colleen made a special birthday card. I'm not going shopping right now, so I was not going to put in my Walmart shopping cart to be picked up. Hey, Father's Day card. So Colleen designed a birthday card. He loves the Miami Dolphins, so she drew, and it brought tears to his eyes. He's like, she spent so much time on it. It's so beautiful. And then inside, all of my kids signed and wrote a little message. So that was really nice too. The only other comment that I wanted to say is about what I said about getting finishes done. So the biggest thing that distracts me from finishing and just keep stitching. See, Colleen's really good at just keep stitching. I'm not. I get distracted on my phone. She doesn't have one. I get on Facebook and I see pretty pictures and I see the patterns and I link and I look, and I understand it's a sickness. I understand it's a disease, and that we gotta have it all. But if your goal is finishes and you're like, I just never have the motivation, sometimes put down the phone. I have to limit myself.
No, seriously, I'm stitching and then, oh, look at this, look at this, look at that. I'm just like, I'm trying to stitch.
Leave me alone. But that's something that I'm trying to recognize. So I have backed off. You'll see I'm not doing quite as many challenges. Challenges are great. They push me to do more stitches, but at the same time, it distracts me because I'm there uploading. So of course then I start looking at everybody else's and posting. So I'm trying to limit myself to, okay, I finished this color. I can check out a few pictures or check my updates and stuff like that. So if your goal really is finishes, just watch your time on your social media, because, Facebook, Instagram, we have Instagram now, and we also have YouTube. And if I'm watching somebody on YouTube, then of course I'm just stitching away, because that just totally takes my time. So that's actually a great thing. And watching TV is what we usually do, and that helps me pass the time too. But doesn't stop me from picking up my phone. So anyway, if we have nothing else, then we're going to say happy stitching this week. And oh, give me 1 second. We have hit 100 subscribers.
Oh, yeah,
So very exciting. I have a pass the stash.
That's it.
What? Oh, I had it set out. Okay, this is missing the little flower charm. But to be honest, you can use any flower charm. I don't think that it's, oh, I have to have that same flower charm. But anyway, it's Dance of the Bumblebee by Bank Creek Mini. Oh, Bank Creek, but it is a miniature collection. So I'm going to pass the stash. Just put Bumblebee or anything about Bumblebee in your comments. We ask that you don't put anything about giveaways, because that's another thing I did have to mention. See, I'm so scatterbrained. But anyway, if you put giveaway, people just Google the word, and people who don't even cross stitch enter anything just so they can resell. So yeah, I want one of you guys to win. So put something about Bumblebee in the comments, and then we'll do a drawing next week for Dance of the Bumblebee. So that was one of my finishes during Mania. So anyone who does their own Flosstube videos, I just wanted to encourage you for a moment. We got our first thumbs down. And it was a how-to video, and I don't really, and the thumbs down came before there was even 1 view. But there was, I've had 2 or 3 of these comments now. It was a comment by some strange, it was a man, and I know men cross stitch, so don't get me wrong there. But it was by a man who said www girls 2020 or something like that. It was a porn site. So I blocked him. I blocked the comment because we're a family-friendly Flosstube. You know, my teenage daughter, underage daughter is here, and she helps me read comments. I don't want her clicking on a link. I don't want my younger girls clicking on a link, or even my son clicking on the link, because he's kind enough to watch. He gives me pointers what I do wrong. But anyway, so if you get a thumbs down, it might not even be one of your viewers, because that's where I believe that thumbs down came from. And again, I'm not letting that bother me, but my husband saw that I had a thumbs down. I said, I don't think that's real. I said, I'm not letting it bother me, but I wanted to share with you, especially if you're a new Flosstube. Like, I mean, we're relatively new. It could be discouraging. And to me, it isn't, because I know that I deleted that comment, because I get to preview. I don't preview all of them, but that one, I guess YouTube flagged it for me, and I had it deleted. So hopefully I get previews of all of those, so that you guys know that it's 100% safe to be on our Flosstube. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye. Have a happy week, and see you next time.
Bye. My allergies have been starting.